Hi Libras, how are y'all doing today? I call y'all Libras. It's because I know that there's more than one. It's a plural. I'm just kidding. Libra land is taken. By the way, I so love that some of you guys watch Ashley. She's a doll, isn't she? She's a eccentric reader that picks up a lot on mediumship type of situations, which is so cool. I love that she's unique. Hi, my name is Victoria Violet, and this is Gypsy Roots Tarot. And we are going to be using the Sacred Destiny deck today. And let's see what Spirit has to tell us, okay? For my beautiful subscribers, do you know that we're 112 subscribers away from the 2,000 mark? So we almost hit it last weekend. We didn't quite hit it, but I would be ever so grateful for the new people that are coming in. If you would really consider, hitting the subscribe button. Doesn't cost a dime. When you get into the memberships, that's when it's going to start costing. But for right now, the subscriptions itself, it doesn't cost a dime. So please do consider hitting that like button, that subscribe button. And I love the fact that you guys share my stuff with other people, whether you share it because you think it's interesting or whether you share it because you think that it would benefit them. I'm ever so grateful. Thank you so very much. It means the world to me. And cross watchers, I don't even know how to feel about you right now. It's up to $1 trillion that you owe me already with all the work that I do on your behalf, because you seem to come out almost every reading we have, and you get on my ever-loving nerves. For those reformed cross watchers that actually did do the work, man, I'm proud of you. But the other ones, nah, not really. Not really. So, let's see what Spirit would like to say to us. This is a Libra collective reading, meaning it's a general reading, and so it may or may not resonate. As I explained prior, not all readings come to pass right away. This is an oracle deck though, so you shouldn't be having to wait too long if you're not feeling it. It's okay. I've got over, God, I don't even know. I know it's like, is it 1,800 videos now? I don't even know. It's over 1,000 videos now on the channel. If you don't like this one, stick around, folks. The weather changes. The only thing that doesn't seem to change very much is some particular cross watchers. All right, let's go. I do need my glasses for this. The print is very, very, guys, whoever, I'm speaking to Denise Lynn. Beautiful deck. I love your cards. You might want to make the printing on the bottom part darker, because people don't necessarily see this. Then people like myself who have stigmatism, not going to see it. So the first thing that you got is stillness. Look at the beautiful swan. Oh, it reminds me of Swan Lake. I love that. Oh my God. Side note, I just got to see Abigail today. Before I went to work, I decided that I was going to watch a movie because I never do anything for myself. Believe it or not, I never do anything for myself. So I laid about and I watched Abigail. Oh my gosh. It was good. It was quirky. Wasn't like straight up vampire crap, but it was very interesting. So stillness. Let's see why they're telling us to be still. Well, I know why. Simplicity. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, I gotta show it to you because I keep forgetting. I've got my own. Y'all know, I'm such a baby. I can't help it. That's why I don't believe in age for humans, because first of all, I'm way older than that, if I really want to tell my age. And then secondarily, I don't act like a 60-year-old, so whatever, posh. So I got my own. It was like 2 days ago, and it was right as I was going to step. I got my own feather. Simplicity. I like that. I don't even think I gotta keep going, but I guess I will. The first card you got was stillness. Second card you got was simplicity. The third card that came out is enlightenment. Man, I could stop right here, Spirit. It's in, I'm gonna go, I for those new people, yes, I read cards, but then I go into the intuitive side, and that's how I pick up other information. Pardon me. It's in the stillness that you will find the simplicity of life, of your life specifically. In the stillness, you're going to find the enlightenment that you've been seeking. So for those chosen ones, for those empaths like myself, for those clair people out there like myself, you are heading towards more and more enlightenment, but you've got to be still. And one of the videos that's currently loading from the fairies, it's talking about not the fairies, I'm sorry, the archangels. They're making me tired. It talks about being still. It talks about resting and rejuvenation. Wow, I'm just being hit with a lot. The only way, they're telling me, if you want to hear God, if you want to talk to God, the only way to talk to God and actually hear what God is saying to you, you have to be still. You have to. If you're a fidgety person, if you're a go-getter that's always on the go like me. Do you know last month God literally told me, I want some time with you? God, Dad told me that. And I said, but I spent all day talking to you. And he was like, I didn't ask you to talk to me. I wanted time with you. So how much time? He said, I don't care, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever. I just want time. Do you know that when I gave Creator my time, and that's stupid because it is his time, I'm living on borrowed time, if you could say, because this is a hologram that I'm wearing. This is not my true self. So that's why when the spirit leaves, so leaves, it goes back to him. Do you know that he sat me down next to him? And I don't know what he had in his hand. It looked like a rag or a towel or a cloth. A cloth. We'll call it a cloth. I don't think Creator has a rag. It was a white cloth. And he just kept cleaning me. And it made me think about all of my... Let me see if I can get one out without creating a ruckus. I'm very eccentric, guys. I'm very eccentric. I'm the real McCoy. I'm bullshit. I live the talk, and I talk the talk, and I walk the walk. So I use a lot of copper because it's very cleansing and it's very protective. And there's copper on my amulets. As you can see, the copper needs to be cleansed, right? This is what it should look like, right? And it's still not as clean as it should be. What the heck is that? And this is what it looks like when it's extremely dirty. That's not what it looks like when it's clean. It looks more like this. But I've had these amulets, I've had them for eons, like maybe 2004, so 20 years. And this is supposed to be silver. It needs to be cleansed, okay? So why am I showing you that? Because when he asked me to sit down, because he wanted my time, he took, we'll pretend like this is the cloth. He took the cloth, and I'm sitting next to him, and he's turned halfway side, and he's cleansing me like this. And all of a sudden, do you see the sun behind me? all of a sudden, my person, my body, from my crown chakra to here, like halfway, but it was like that, like diagonal, so it wasn't quite all the way. It was like, it reminded me of like when my children were very small, like let's say 3 to 8 or whatever, and they couldn't blow their nose right, and I would come up to them and I'd, you know, help them blow their nose and wipe it, make sure they didn't have it all over them, and you know, mama stuff. And as he was cleansing me, I shone bright like that, like the sun that's behind me, and like the way it's shining on my hair, and I went like that. I went, Creator, because all of a sudden I realized how dingy my aura was. So when you are being asked to be still, most likely that's when you're going to get the enlightenment you're looking for. But also it's in the stillness that you will find simplicity. And why is it fascinating me, this word? Because about 2012, life became so turbo boost, go gadget. I mean, we were running, we've been running since then, really. It's been that extreme. So how, if you don't have a work-life balance, if you don't have a normal life, if you have 2 jobs to make ends meet, or you're constantly taking care of your family and doing work, those are 2 jobs. It's a very appreciated, yeah, let's just go with that one, appreciated job, but it is another job. And so you're expending all this energy, but you're not really rejuvenating. So today's theme overall seems to be rejuvenate, be still. And it's in the stillness that you're going to find the uniqueness, that you're going to find the simplicity, and you will be enlightened. For me, I know I probably get on y'all's nerves with that. I'm always talking about nature, but do you know I adore nature? And it's not that I just adore nature. I adore Creator's creation of nature. Does that make sense? Because I'm in awe of my Father and how he was able. I mean, why is it green? What made it green? You know, why did he decide that it was going to be green? And I'm talking about the leaves on the trees and the grass and the bushes, you know, and the stems of the flowers, the plants. Why? Why is it green? Why isn't it purple? Why isn't it gray? It's so perfectly aligned to me that I'm like, you got to understand, when I was a little kid, I used to love to color. And no, I didn't color outside the lines. I was a little Miss Perfectionist. And then my mom elevated me to paint by number. I loved it. And it's already prefab. They tell you what colors to use. But who told them what colors to use? You got to stop and think about it. It's not a psychedelic kind of world. It's just like, it's so refreshing to the eye. It's so refreshing to the eye. Why do you think a lot of tarot readers have plants behind them? Now you know. Okay, let's see what else. But yeah, seriously, y'all gotta slow down. Slow down. Let's see. You got new beginnings coming, my Libras. Look at the horizon. That's so pretty. For those that don't like 3D, please don't wear your glasses and put your phone right next to your face, okay? Because I like showing detail. Because otherwise I don't need the cards. I'm just being honest. The cards are for you. This is for you. I could sit here and just tell you what I think because it comes from above with my connection to spirit. So I don't need the cards, but it's what I siphon from the cards and what Spirit wants me to spit out to you. Look at the volcano. The volcano is erupting, but it's not erupting in a, it doesn't look these colors. It's not erupting in a angry way. And what I'm getting from this is that something wants to be birthed. Something wants to come out of you. Are you helping? Because today, earlier, we talked about goals. We talked about following your dreams, your bucket list. Something wants to come out of you. Do you want to start a new business? Do you want to start a new career? Do you want to go back to school? Do you want to start a different degree? Something wants to be birthed from you. Look at that illumination. I told you. Didn't I just tell you? In the stillness. In the stillness, you're going to find your answers. But look what this says. Enlightenment and illumination. Like I said, I could stop right here. I think Spirit says, I see what you're doing. You're doing a great job. Be more still. And I can talk to you. And it's not to brag. I've never even had my mother that I remember cleaning my face, cleaning me that way to where I started shining like brass. I was so amazed. And that's why I'm always talking to you guys about metaphysics and getting cleansings. It's my feeling from what I can hear. You're doing a great job. Keep going. But find time to be still and just be with me silently. Don't open your mouth. Because what did he tell me? Because I said, but Father, I'm with you all the time. I'm talking to you all the time. I'm telling you what I need. I'm thanking you for today. I'm in the gratefulness. I'm telling you, Father, what steps I need to take and how I need you to treat me and how I need you to lead me. And he said, but I didn't ask you for conversation. I want your time. So he doesn't want you to sit down and pray. Not this time. He wants your time. He wants you in quietness, in quietude, because it's only in full quietude that you can hear what he's trying to say to you. And you're going to find it. I can tell you, I don't need to keep going. I don't need to keep going. Because you will have visitations from the angels. And look how beautiful you're becoming, because that's basically you. That's you. That's your spirit. That is your energy that's growing. And what's more beautiful than a swan? We're always looking at swans and going, oh my God. It's simple. You will be illuminated. It's simple. And the simplicity is where you will find your answers. And I always go back to this. I don't know. I've never looked it up. Y'all can put it in the comments. Those of you that follow the Bible. Speaking of Bible, I lost my cards and I'm so upset myself. But I will put on a prayer of the day tonight. So this is from a scene in Stigmata, the movie Stigmata. And that's one of my favorite movies. And I'll tell you why later. But in the movie, they're reading something that she's written on the walls and stuff, or that she was uttering, and it says God is not in a building made of wood or stone. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. So when we're constantly objecting to people who commune with God and not just simply go to a building, and I'm not knocking anybody's religion, but I am saying that when you believe in your religious, legalistic way, that there's no way that someone could commune with God unless they're of this faith or that faith, or unless they're in a church, I must challenge you and say you're dead wrong. Because there's been too many instances, just for me alone, that I can recount to you, that if it were not have been for my encounter or the direction given by God in my life, Lord only knows, no pun intended, what would happen to me. And so I know that I don't have to be in a church necessarily. I've been in a church. The first 10 years I was in a church. The next 5 years thereafter, all the way to the age of 16, I was in a Southern Baptist church. So first Pentecostal, and then Southern Baptist, and then as a Catholic. So it's not like I don't go to church. I still attend Mass once in a while. But what I'm saying is, communing with God is a whole different supernatural experience that if you've never had that experience, you will never comprehend. You will only know God as the God of the Bible, which is far removed from you. So when you have a supernatural experience, which is what He's wanting you to have with Him, that's what He's telling you to have with Him. Come commune with me. Be still. In the stillness, I will give you enlightenment. I will help you. But you need to be still. That's why when I go into the woods, whenever I do get to do something like that, or by the water, I remember my mom. I remember the Psalm 23 because of the water, right? Doesn't it talk about that in Psalm 23? Yes, it does. And when I'm in the woods, breathing in fresh oxygen, and sometimes I do have to wonder what it was like in Eden. Story for another day about where I've been, but I remember things that you would not believe, and I do often wonder what it was like in Eden before the toil that was due to having our eyes open. And it just amazes me. I don't know, it's just phenomenal to me to contemplate all of that. But what I'm saying in this particular reading is He wants you to be still. You're doing too much. You're always in a hurry. There's always some hustle and bustle. There's always work to be done, whether that's at work, at home. And if you're like most people nowadays, half of us work remote. So you're still constantly working. And then if you're at home, you tend to do home stuff too, like a honey-do list. Or you literally tend to what? You tend to take care of errands that need to be taken care of while you're at home, right? Don't you? I mean, that's pretty much what happens? So stop and think about that. Stop and think about that. So you're never quite still. Why don't you try in your bathtub, in the shower, taking an extra 2, 3, 5 minutes, and just be quiet. Just be quiet during your shower. Finish your shower, and then just stay in the shower under the water, or stay in your bathtub in that nice warm water after you cleanse yourself, and just be still. Listen. Listen. If you go on your walk, don't have your headset in with noise. Listen. Okay? Open up your spiritual hearing, because he is wanting to tell you something, but he cannot tell you when you're listening to the noise of the world. Okay? I'm going to leave it at that. I just feel so calm right now. I could literally go to sleep without any medicine. And I suffer from insomnia for the past 30 years because they don't care whether you're tired. They're always talking. I love them, but they're always talking. Which is a good thing for you, and I guess somewhat of a good thing for me. Love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Joy Violet. We'll have our nightcap later if I'm not so sleepy. Bye.